Hi children, how do you do all? I hope that you're all doing good and staying home safely. Am I right? So welcome back to the video class for grade 9. So in the last class we have seen the poem titled The Road Not Taken, written by the poet Robert Frost. So, children, already we have completed uh, the two stanzas of this poem. Am I right? So, let's recall whatever we have seen in the last video. Right, children? So actually, the poet stands at a crossing of two roads and he is in a confusion which road he should choose. And one road looks frequently traveled. One road looks frequently traveled, and the other one looks less traveled, and also it is fully covered with grass. That is, it looks grassy. Right, children? And in the second stanza, the poet said that he looked down the first road and also the second road, and he at last he decided to take the second road because it seemed to have less traveled than the first. So, but then he goes on to say that they actually were very similarly owned. That is, both the roads are about to same. Both the roads are not exactly same, but they are about to same. So these are the things we have seen in the last video. Let's see the third stanza. Right, children? Take your books and keep your fingers on the words. Then only it will be easy for your reading. Right? Yes. So, and both that morning equally lay, and both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So, what the poet says means both the paths were similar. Both the paths were similar that morning, but both had leaves on them and no one had stepped on them as they were still green in color. That is, so far no one has traveled on the road on that particular morning, right? So that it looks very green in color. So he decided that day, that is that day, he would take one path and keep the other path for another day. So on that particular day he decided to travel on one path. So the other path he would be traveled on another day. So this is the thing, this is the decision he had taken. Right, children? Although he knew that one way leads on to another way, he knew that he could not go back on the choice that he had made. Alright, children? Similarly, here the poet compares this thing to our life. So, even in our life, once we choose an option, we must keep on moving ahead with that same option. We should not, that is, we never get a chance to come back and take the other option that we had left earlier. So we could not come back from that option what we had chosen. Okay. And also we could not come back and we could not take back the other option what we had left at first. Have you all understood, student? Once again I am repeating, right? Listen it carefully. We must keep on moving. We must keep on moving ahead with that option, right? And we never get a chance to come back. We never get a chance to come back and take the other option that we had left earlier. Right, children? This is the meaning of the third stanza. Right, children? And then next, let's see the fourth stanza. That is last stanza. I shall be telling this with a shy. I shall be telling this with a shy somewhere ages and ages hence. Somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So, the poet says that in the future, that is, he will, in future, okay, he will take a deep breath and says that once upon a time, in future, he will feel like this. He will remember like this. Understand, children? Once upon a time, he had reached such a point in life. Once upon a time, he had reached such a point in life that there were two options for him. There were two options for him, and he traveled on that road which had been traveled upon by lesser number of people. So which road actually he had taken? That is the road which had lesser traveled. Is it not? Lesser traveled. So that road only the poet had taken. So that is the decision of the poet. That is the decision of the poet. So that decision only is going to decide his future. That decision only is going to decide his future. So whether it is a right decision or wrong decision, so that decision only is going to decide his future. So if it is right, he would get a right achievement, right? If it is wrong, he would get a wrong achievement, or a wrong way, he would get a wrong way. So this is the thing the poet coming to say us, right, children? Similarly, in future, when you grow up, then you will say, in that is here, the poet compares this thing to us. Okay. So then you will say that once upon a time, when you were young, you had two options. You had two options. That is, when you grown up, when you grow up, நீ வளரும்போது. Yes. So the choice that you made you what you became of it. So the decision what you had taken, that would become you in a right position, right? And this is a very strong message for all the students. This is the very strong message for all the students that dear students, you should be wise and be careful. You should be wise and be careful while making choices out of the options, right? So whenever you take decisions, you should be very clear, and you should be very careful. So because it would decide your life, it would decide your life. So that the poet advised us that when you that is yes, so you should be wise and very careful while making choices out of the options that you have in your life, because your future depends on the choice. Understand, children? Because your future depends on the choice that you make today. So what the decision you are taking today is the future of your life. Okay, so the decision, the life depends upon your decision. So if you take the right decision, you will be good in your future. So if you take wrong decision, so you will be in a you will be in a bad condition of your future. So it depends upon your life. It depends upon your choice, right, children? So here அதான் தெரியல. So the decision makes all the differences in our life. Right, children? So this is the message the poet wants to say us. Right, children? So I've given the homework in the slide. That is, this is your homework. You want to find the answers for the questions given in the book. That is book back question and answers. You want to find and write the answers as homework. Right, children? Thank you for watching the video so far. I hope that all of you have understood the poem very well. Okay, if you have any doubt, just text me. Right, children? Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.